Hey, chat, say something. There's how many people in here? And only Christopher said hello. Hello, anybody there? Hello! Talk, chat. There we go. That's better. Welcome, everybody. Whoa, I'm like really tall today. Hold on. There, I'm less tall now. I've shortened myself. I chopped my legs off. All right, welcome. Christopher Hall, Karasan, Mattia, Alex, Nico, Hitman, Rotten Cobra, TBR444, Maggi CC, Louis, Nuno. Good night from Portugal. Oh man, I miss Portugal. I was in Lisbon a couple of weeks ago, as you probably know. And I loved it there. I had a great time. I may end up moving there very soon. So, yeah, if you're in Portugal, watch out. Because I'll be there in Barrio Alto, drinking those cheap whatever they're called, ceviche. No, what are they called? No, that's the wrong thing. Caparina. There we go. That's what it was. That's what it is. I forgot what I got mixed up between like ceviche or what. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway. Where are we? I'm in a good mood today. Everything's pumping. So this is probably one of two things. Either we're about to see a big squeeze and we're about to go much, much higher, or take some profit on the table. Luke's feeling euphoric. We're going to dump. It's that kind of day today where just everything is flying, and I'm in a long kind of mood, and every time I'm longing stuff, it's just working out really well. Like ES, absolutely flying today, once again, flying through basically all the resistance I had on the chart. NASDAQ flying again here. This is your all-time high on NASDAQ. This is what it did in the last 2 weeks. And we're almost at all-time highs here. So the fact that people are still bearish is just unbelievable to me. The only way that you can be like seriously, I don't understand it. Like if you're a bear at this stage, it is literally just coping. Like you're just wrong, and you have been for weeks. At some point you'll get it right again, but like why would you miss out on all of this upside? Things going like 100, 200, 300, 1,000% up. And you're just sat on the sidelines being like, oh, it's a recession. It's fucking not. It's fucking not. And I'm going to start all my streams like that because I've just got to hammer it into people. Just trade the way the market is going. And when it reverses, when it tells you that it's done, then you can trade in the other direction. But it is. We've been going up all year, and corrections I've been for buying. And at the moment, it's just dips are being very good. So I am a little bit euphoric. I am a little bit like kicking bears in the balls when they're already down hard enough. So it is a time in which to be taking profit, because when you do get this emotion and when you do start feeling this confident in an outcome, sometimes that's a time where you've just got to chill out and just take a bit of risk off the table. But for myself, I have been taking profit today, and I have moved that profit into some new positions. So what we'll do, we'll talk about Bitcoin to begin with. So within, this is like, let's put some music on. There we go, music on in the background. Sorry, I didn't realize that it was silent. I thought that there would be some music to give us some extra atmosphere. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so Bitcoin today, earlier on, had a really nice drop into just single prints that we had over the weekend. So we had that Sunday night pump price was just hovering around here, that like previous week open and our weekly open. We had that test up to weekly open earlier, and this was just before New York open over here. So we did a voice channel chat, so I'm sure most of you people were in the voice channel earlier on today, because there is the Black Friday offer of free trial crew membership right now. So if anyone has not taken advantage of that, then now is a good time to do so. Still a few more days left that you can make the most of that offer, join the crew, see what we do over there. But yeah, dropped into the single prints, what we were looking for. I was kind of hoping we'd come into this range value area high in the VWAP, but it never got down that low. We had that wick, and then basically we said this during the voice channel, like the next 4-hour candle was probably going to engulf all of this. And what did it do? It ended up engulfing. And now we're just working away at this resistance up at the top. But, okay, the last time I took a short position was here, because it was reasonable to do so, okay? You had excess in the wick. You had a very clear pocket of liquidity here. We've got it to an extent again, which is why we have seen a pullback from this initially. Okay, but this level, as far as I'm concerned, has already been done. There's nothing really below us. We've tested the range point of control. We've tested the previous week point of control. We've come down, we've filled in any imbalance that has been left within this move. So there's only 2 scenarios left right now. And that is, it's going to be up or down, obviously, but that is either a very aggressive move to the upside, okay, or we fail and we come down a lot. And by a lot, I mean party's over. That's probably it for the rest of the year. And I don't know. I just don't really see that happening. I don't see any other scenario other than either from this point, a 15%, 10 to 15% correction, or a move up of probably a similar amount, because we're just so squeezed, even though it feels volatile. So we'll see what happens. I'm not like, maybe there's an SFP of the highs, but I don't really see that as being probable when you're looking at the shorts that are starting to enter here, because I can bring on EXO, I can bring up EXO charts, and you don't see this kind of thing too often. Where is it? Here. It's a lot of short positions opening up here, a lot of them. Open interest going up a lot, delta down a lot with price rising. Okay, so the fact that delta is going down, open interest is going up, it is short positions opening at market. They're either going to be very right or very wrong. And I don't really see it being a, like, just staying here for long. This has to get sorted out soon. I don't really know what it is, but it has to get sorted out soon. And it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be, I think it's going to be quite a big move when it happens. So we'll see. We'll see. What are you guys, what are, what are your thoughts on the market right now? You know, I always come on here with a fairly strong opinion, so I am being very opinionated right now, but we'll see. Non-financial advice, of course. Nicholas de Caesar, you're sure? See, I still have that short position. A little, because it hasn't come up in, like, I mean, I'm not actually, yeah, it's barely at my entry yet. So 36k small dump. Okay. What? I think if we're going to 36k, we're going to 33. That's my opinion. You want to unwind and go leverage long too. Yeah, this is the thing. I think everyone wants to go long, and it just isn't really giving an opportunity to do so. Like I can't find longs here on Bitcoin. I missed the one earlier on, That's the one I wanted. Now it's like a very similar situation. So we have had what we had previously, internal liquidity that spiked up, then ended up getting caught below. And I'll change my stance on this. I think if we start to break this local market structure, because we've done something very similar. We've come up into the excess from the high like we did over here. We've rejected off of it. It's spent enough time like trying to get above, but it's still going up. Like it's still, even locally, we're still making these higher lows. So let's see how it goes. I may change my opinion if we do drop down and then we end up getting caught here. But I'd need to see a bit of a dump in order to give myself confidence for that, get below that weekly open again. So yeah, I came on with a fairly strong opinion of upside, and now the more I look at it, I'm like, okay, yeah, we're traders here. We've got to trade what's in front of us. Edinburgh, glad to cool with the crew tonight. Good profits today on my top step test account. Nice one, good stuff. I'm glad you made some good gains over there. It's been a nice day. When we had the voice chat earlier, there wasn't much that was really set up in order to actually get into trades, but we had a very strong long bias, and that has played out fantastically well. Divine Hood, I think we're due for a correction. We haven't had a decent one in months. So, okay, that I understand it, but you can only trade a correction when a correction starts to happen, and right now is not really any suggestion that it will. So it doesn't matter that we haven't had a correction in months. We could not have a correction in years. You just got to trade what's in front of you on the charts, and just like this is like part of the issue that I have, is that everyone's like, oh, surely it can't keep going up. Surely it can't keep going up. But whilst it's going up, just play in the direction that the market is going. But I understand it. Like, yeah. At some point we'll correct, and then everyone will go, oh, I told you so. Like, we've been due a correction for ages, but until now it's going up, yeah. I'm just saying this price action is not healthy for a sustained uptrend long term. Could this be a distribution range forming tap 3 now? Model 1 if we take the highs, model 2 if we dump now. Okay, what? I'm gonna keep on going with the bull thing here now. We had, right, since we were in what, March to October, consolidation. That's March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 8 months? Can't even count. I'm a trader, I can't fucking count. Of consolidation, and yet we're 1 month into a trend. And apart from this, okay, but this is what you want to see. You don't want to be back testing the first impulse, because if you're going to start a trend, you've got to, like, that has to just be there. That has to be left behind for a long, long time. We'll come back and take it at some point, but I don't really see this. I can still see this going higher. And as long as we're still trending up in this fashion, then I do have higher targets. So yeah, I'm going to still be the toxic bull. And I've been like that for the last month, and I've been right on every occasion. So when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I am thinking next target for me, 40K. Beyond that, 45. And that to me seems like a decent, okay, you go uptrend. Then we go range, consolidate. And then uptrend again. If it fails here, it's a bit weak, and I can see us going back down to those 20s. But when NASDAQ's coming towards all-time highs, when ES is coming towards all-time highs, when the hawkish stance of what we've had over the past year is kind of gone. I just think this can go higher than most people expect. And I will continue just to trade it in that way until the time in which we're proven wrong. Because so far we just keep getting proven right. Every time there's a dip, we buy it, and it ends up going higher again. I'm bearish up here just with how high aggregated open interest is. Yeah, I mean, okay, but isn't it like on negative delta? So I'll show you this chart. This is aggregated right now. I'm not going to just open up the thing, but so open interest is up, delta is massively down. With legacy markets, you would often feel that that's we'll see. It's going to be a big move from here anyway, regardless. That's spot and perps combined. So that's my combined one. Music's a bit loud, I'm shouting. So I'm going to go over a couple of other trades. Can you look at ADA, Taurus Man? Yes. Sure. I also want to cover a couple of other. The reason I'm euphoric, right? Just hit a 10x for the first time in this cycle today. So this is Zeph. I'm a little euphoric on that. I hadn't taken any profit until like literally just before I came on stream, because I was considering it earlier on today, and the fact that we're still going up and we're beyond a 10x for me now. So my average buy was down here, $3.075, and we hit that 10x now. This was buying this less than a month ago. And it's a 10x already. And this is why I just really struggle to see, because there's so much stuff that looks like this right now, so much stuff that still hasn't gone. And I'll cover those charts in a moment, but this is why I just feel there's more still, which is ridiculous. And every time I say it, I'm like, how can I be so bullish all the time? But this is what happens when you play, like, this is what you're missing out on if you're always expecting a dump. Like, when the dump comes, fine, you take the hit. But until then, just dips if we're buying. And it's been working well for over a month, so we're all good. A couple of others that I want to go over. This is stuff that I think is looking pretty good right now. So Aptos being one of them. I do like the way that Aptos is looking. I've not got like much on my chart right now. I had some proper charts. Here we go. No, there we go. All right, Ape. I got some bullish setups for you. So I shared these with the crew earlier. Who knows if they're going to happen, but Ape was a long that I'd gone into earlier. And it's very, very, very straightforward. Okay, so on Ape, we'd had this downtrend. Downtrend, you break it, you're holding above. And it is honestly that simple. So there's a previous high that took a low. That resistance flips into support. And what we have again on here is we're having this pressure from that 50 moving average. And on altcoins, like I say, sometimes it really is that simple. Okay, during a downtrend, acting as resistance. You also had the 21 that was coming down here, but the 50 and the 200 I like. And this just feels like it's just that consolidation. Since we had that change in market structure, 26 days, almost a month, consolidating between the moving average and some previous highs that we have over here. and the supports that's now been built, okay, after breaking through and starting to change that market structure. So naturally, the next place you expect this to go is from this around like $1.40 up to $2. So I think that's imminent. That's looking really good. What we also have as confluence for this is from the high. If you're doing your anchored VWAP, that's coming in around that 200 period moving average as well. And you have a daily order block in imbalances up at the top here. So Ape coin, I like. I think it looks great. I'm long, and my first take profit there at $2. Non-financial advice. This could all turn around and go horribly, 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 horribly wrong, in which case I'm wrong, but I don't care because I'm doing all right now. Another one I really like the look of is One. Okay, One token. So again, same thing, downtrend, 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 downtrend. We flip it, and this has been a real nice like support SR level for quite some time. It's the simple stuff. It really is the simple stuff. I'm not going to go like, oh, we're at the something or other, and Delta's looking like this, and open interest like this. It's just simple market structure. And so far, these trades have been playing really well. So, support and resistance. We flipped it. We're holding that POC for quite some time. Okay, again, a good couple of months there of consolidation. We're in this uptrend. We've paused for a while. I like how every time we've been dipping, it's just been bought back up, bought back up, bought back up to the same point. And now I'm looking for expansion on here. It's starting to continue that trend higher. And the other one I shared was, I can't remember. Ape, One, and, oh, it was Aptos. It was Aptos. But yeah, I just showed that a minute ago. The other ones that we've had over the past week, like this is how stupid it is. Okay, this is how ridiculous it is. I bought a breakout the other day, and not at any stage did it even look back. So this was, here's the post. This was here. This is what I was looking at in the Discord with the crew. Okay, I bought the render breakout. I'm a bull on this asset as a whole, and I have a bag from lower which I've taken profit on. I don't want to be underexposed. I bought this breakout, and this was on the 15th. And that's the day of the 15th that we broke out. And it's since then, since buying a breakout, which is something you should never do, up 40%. I don't know what's going on. It's just like, it's just silly season. The EMAs that I'm using are the 50 and the 200. They're the only two that I really like. So the 50 and the 200 EMAs I do pay attention to. Yeah, I do believe that they have quite a strong impact on price, regardless of the asset. So the 50 and the 200 period moving average, regardless of the asset, is always a good one for me. Do I like near protocol? I don't have any. I think, let's have a look. I didn't look at ADA. I said I'd look at ADA. ADA is like so old. I feel like it's like a granddad token, or just really boring. I don't know what this chart's saying. But I think if we're in a bull market, you're probably in safe hands on with ADA. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's enough for me yet. Volume's picking up slightly, but to me, there's nothing really to suggest that this is going to go. It is lagging. You'll notice that on everything that I have, let's get rid of these drawings. On everything I've posted so far and all the stuff I like, we're already like, I'm happy to miss that first move. I'm happy to miss that. And then what I'll be buying is this that comes afterwards. That's the kind of thing I'm looking for. And that's the kind of thing that's been paying off for me when I've been trading, is breaking through. So I'd want to see some highs taken first of all, and it hasn't really done that yet. So wait for the sign of strength. I do buy into hype when it's in this kind of market, and it's just very, very quiet around Cardano right now. So not one for me at this stage, but I'm sure at some point it will happen. Nia. Yeah. Where are we now? I'm pretty sure I drew this when it was down here as well. Like, I wouldn't, yeah. Anyway, high to low. You're at the 618. Just a little bit high, you've got this. So daily order block just slightly higher. And then we have just taken out this high here. So if we're looking at this, so far on the daily, we've just, a close would be kind of important at this stage. I don't really buy into that thing like, okay, if we close above, it's bullish. If we don't, it's bearish. But, you don't want to be getting trapped below that $2 for too long. So $2 high, beyond that is kind of low volume. If you look at the volume as a whole, yeah, it like that for me, because this is up a lot, isn't it? It's already up a lot, 100%. $2 big psychological level. If you are to like fail here for another day or so, then yes, I think short positions would be okay, or at least just scalp shorts. But you have to be aware this is still an uptrend. Okay, and in that case, yes, you can short it, but if it was me, I would be a buyer if we come back down here. Okay. And again, it's just relatively simple stuff. You just coming back in, filling the move up, your invalidation's here, you know you're in an uptrend, so then you'd have a trade that looks a little something like this. And until this fails, then you just continue. Longs have a much higher probability of playing out. So yeah, you're at resistance. Yes, this can fail. And yes, there can be a short. Like, actually, this could be really nice. So locally, that's a decent rejection. Okay. I do like what it's looking like on the 30-minute. And you've got a high up here. So let's say we're working on this resistance again for a second day. And then you have maybe the opportunity to take a short. So if we get a bounce, whether it comes here or, yes, having taken out that low, that could be a decent place for a bounce. You start to have a slow grind up. You come back in, you do that. And then once again, you look for that continuation. So just simple market structure stuff once again. Looking at something corrective, kind of like we saw back here. Okay, so this first little rejection, you come back up towards these highs, and then you get that continuation, and then it's just an ABCD. Corrective move, and then because it still is trending up, then you look for the next leg. Thoughts on Demetra? Wow, I did a video on Demetra 2 years ago. I did not even know it still was around. Shorty, told you about Sparta on Twitter last week. It did plus 100% since then, and now pulling back. Could you give it a look? Yeah, what else is there? Is anyone else? H-bar. Theta, XRP, Sparta. Demetra, Algo. Algo's one that I bought recently. I'm gonna have to be a little bit more selective in what I'm picking right now. I'm gonna pick the stuff I want to look at. It is my show after all. DMTR, I'm just gonna have a very, very quick look at this because I had a spot position in this like 2 years ago. Didn't do very well. Don't have it anymore, but yeah, ignore that. Fair value. Oh, whoopsie. But that's what happens. That's the risk that you take. You risk it going to zero. I no longer have this spot bag. We'll forget that I ever bought it around about $2. Never happened. Okay, that's one that essentially went to zero. I mean, I probably sold it like way back here. But then when you're hitting 10x's, like fairly regularly, then it's all good. And it's up 3,500% from the low. Man, if only, right? That's insane. That is insane. It pretty much went to zero and that's had a comeback. This is a really weird token. Basically, it's like farming on the blockchain. So I did a video on it. Actually did okay from it initially. But yeah. It's like there's another one that's just come back recently, which I really loved, and I really like this back. This is 2018 this was one of the first big wins I had in crypto. This was back in 2018. I don't think there's a chart that goes back that long because this would have been in the days of Bittrex, and you can't get those charts anymore. But Power Ledger. Does anyone remember Power Ledger? I love Power Ledger. I did so well off of it, but there's no old charts from this anymore. Unless the Coinbase chart, how far back does that go? Nah, it's nowhere near. This thing was around in 2018. Bittrex days. Andy, yes. Yeah, like NASDAQ's 4% away from all-time highs now. And yet people are still sidelined because they just think they're just scared that it's going to dump and that we're going into a recession. And you're now 4% away from all-time high on the NASDAQ. So because people are scared, they've missed out on a 48% move this year, and to get to all-time high, it's only 4% more to go. Algo. I do want to look at Algo because this is one that I have bought recently. It's on my pink list. This is my Coinbase watch list. So Algo was a spot by the weekend before last, and like I've said on this, so Coinbase, these ones is like my little Coinbase portfolio. I don't have everything. I'm kind of moving in and out and in and out and in and out of different things, but like Coinbase is like my liquid account, the stuff that I use to pay for things. So I've got like a Coinbase card. I can cash it out easily. I use that money, and right now this is the stuff I'm in just to try and beat the dollar. So yeah, Algo's doing okay. I think it's a good project, and I do think it's got longevity in it. So this is just something I'm looking for, just a gradual outpacing the dollar type of thing. But I'm not going to chart it. The thing with stuff like that looks like this, right? I just don't see a point in charting it yet. So, like, in order for me to then go, right, this chart is ready for technicals again. Like, I'm okay. You can do stuff like low time frames, fine, in, out. But what I'm looking for from things like this is I have a longer term outlook of a few months into the future. and just gradually going up in dollar value over time. So just making me a bit of money. I'm not looking for big gains. Now, if it gets to a point where you have a big move and you come into something like this and you're back at $1, then the technicals start to make a lot of sense to me, okay? That's when you can really start to trade this. Like up here, you have a move up, you come back into a macro golden pocket type of thing, and then you get continuation. You're just looking for those kind of plays afterwards. But we're still quite a way off, which is why I'm still very, very bullish, because it's still very, very early. I still think it's very, very early. There's another one, Sui. I got stopped out on that one, but I do have the swing trade. Where's my swing trade on Sui? I can't find it. Is it on Woo? Woo. Also, did anyone get affected by the what happened on Woo over the weekend? I didn't even know it happened. But did anyone get affected by what happened? That's my little look. This is the thing. It's simple stuff. The beat sounds a bit distorted, like it's coming through broken speakers, but maybe it's just a track. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with my... No, it seems fine. To be honest, this NASDAQ move feels like the old Bitcoin move up to 69K. That's when bears finally thought we can be in a bear market. It formed a higher high, then dump it. Always a possibility. Everything is always a possibility. But the probability of that, when you look at... I mean, we can have a look. But the probabilities, I think, like this is a big correction. Okay, the biggest correction on the NASDAQ since this chart began. Yeah, you've had previous times where you've come up and taken the high and it's corrected again, and yes, that can happen. It could be a situation like Bitcoin where we come above, we just peak above it, we drop, and then we come down around here. And again, on the macro, that's very, very much possible. But I do think it would take some time for that to play out. So let's say if we're going to move up, we chop around for a little bit, it can't continue to go any higher, then it does become quite clear where this is likely headed, which is back down to that 13,300. And then you maybe come back up here again, and then you consolidate, and then you finally break out. It's a possibility, for sure. It's done stuff like that previously. Okay, we're looking like this type of thing. But the thing is, like, as a trader, I guess ultimately you've just got to, yeah, like you trade the direction that things are going in. So, and right now, whilst they're going up, you just continue to look for price to go up higher. Like, right? But yeah, financial crisis, 2008, similar situation, right? Well, this is on the S&P. You peak above the high, fails, and then you have the big crash. Possibility. Certainly a possibility. What's going on, Bitcoin? Still just chilling. Chilling here. I mean, in all honesty, I'd be kind of happy if Bitcoin like just stays in this range for a lot longer, because it will provide more opportunities for the altcoins, which is why I'm trading more. Because I do have the idea that, okay, if we cannot break out here, then yeah, we're looking to just continue to play the range. And maybe at that point we're looking at a breakdown. Prime is on fire. I don't think I've got much Prime left. But yeah, Prime's doing great. Price discovery. And Prime's gaming, right? So this is one of the big ones. Like I've been bullish gaming, and I think that's still the main sector that I'm looking at within all of this type of in the whole market is gaming. You can almost put ape into gaming because of the way that. No, you can't really. That's a stupid thing to say. I don't know what I was saying. But yeah, big time one that I'm bullish on. I wish I'd bought some more WooX down here with what happened over the weekend. Shrap. You know, I'm very bullish on this. Where is it? Shrap. Down today, but overall doing very, very well. This is another gaming token thingy. Casper. I can't believe this chart. Every time I look at it, I'm just like, this is why I'm so reluctant to sell right now, just because I know what this market's capable of. That's a 75x from the point that I bought it a year ago. And if I'd have held it all, I mean, I held a significant amount of it, but that is just, I mean, I could have bought myself a fucking island with this. But I did sell most of it when we were in this area down here. I did well from it, but then I just haven't really had enough left. It's done okay, but what made me buy Casper back? I didn't buy it back. I just took profits. So I bought it down here last year. Yeah, this is just ridiculous. Honestly ridiculous. This thing as well, I'm annoyed about. I had this, or did anyone buy this? I was talking about this. I liked this project. Kizuna. This has gone since the time that I was talking about it, looking like the typical chart that I like to see. I don't know, that's not even telling me a percentage. Not telling me a percentage, but from 200 to 3,000. I don't even know, like, I don't know what Casper really is. I know it's a proof of work token, so people are like, oh, buying Casper is like buying Bitcoin when it was in 2008. Or no, whenever it was released. So that's the whole kind of narrative it is. It's like, oh, it's a proof of work token. We can mine it. We can make some money from mining it. A bit like VTC. Does anyone remember VTC? Vertcoin. This was the Casper of the last bull run. Yeah. This was a proof of work token that everyone went absolutely mental for. Okay, so that is a move. Let's go log. That is a move on here from its lows, and this is the equivalent to Casper. This went up 81,000%. Vertcoin. So this is basically what Casper is now. And I mean, it's done a very similar thing, right? So maybe this maybe this is the future for Casper. Because it's not far off. It's a 7. This did an 85,000 Casper's done a 75,000. Or is it, no, 7,500. No, 75,000. What is it? My maths again, failing. Yeah, 7,500, not a 75,000. So maybe this still has another 10x in it before it gets to vert coin levels. And maybe we are going to look at the end of the bull market that this is up here at a, oh my God, at a 750x. So that would be in $1.60 valuation from something I bought at 0.2 cents. Man. But yeah, I'm imagine that. So I am causing untold amounts of FOMO right now. Insane amounts of FOMO. Let's look at I don't think it's going to go there, just by the way. Like, it's just because that's the only thing that I have to base it on, is the last, like, the proof of work token that came to like be like, this is the new Bitcoin, that was in the last cycle, was Vertcoin. And if that did a 75,000%, then maybe something else can do soon. Nicholas, thank you very much. My energy is good today, which probably means we're about to dump, and then tomorrow I'll be like here with my tail between my legs, be like, sorry guys. You're gonna get screens in the gym. This is why everyone do this. This is basically screens in the gym. I'm on a treadmill right now, and I'm looking at the charts, and I'm talking to you guys. I'm working on a treadmill. It's great. Where are we buying the new hype coin? Peace. What is this? Ooh, it's brand new. Is it really brand new? Yes. Oh, I love it. I love new stuff. Awesome. Okay, I'm definitely buying this. I just don't know when or where yet. Yes. Okay, how's it been going on PancakeSwap? Oh no, that's at 0. Okay, ignore that. Is there a Pyth with? No. Oh man, what is this? I get excited when there's new stuff. New stuff in the bull market is just like easy money. Pyth. Let's have a look at this. Smarter data for smarter contracts. Secure your smart contracts with reliable low latency market data from institutional sources. Build apps with high fidelity Oracle feeds designed for mission crucial systems. This is whatever this is. Look at this. Does this look cool, or does this look really boring? Blockchain Oracle for market data. So they're going to come along straight away and be like, we're going to compete with Link. So they're jumping onto the Link hype train. And because Link, we all know how well Link's been doing recently. They are the ones that basically started this whole move. Okay. An accumulation of 528 days. Getting this big move up from there. And now this Pyth comes along. I saw this the other day. I did see this the other day because I can remember thinking, Oracle, I want to buy it because it's Oracle. Just because it's an Oracle token. But I don't know when or where I will buy it, but I will buy it. I will buy it. Okay, that's going on my alts watch list. Thank you very much. Mexi shitcoin attack. We are ready. I'm so ready to buy this pile of ass. That's for the free access. Yeah, okay, Greg. If this does a 10x by Black Friday, you're in. But only if I bought it. If it does a If it does a 10x and I haven't bought it, you're not in. Airdrop today was nice. Ah, it's an airdrop. So we got some dump on the airdrop. Good. Oh, I love new stuff. I love new stuff because I'm like a little magpie. I'm just like, oh, shiny new thing. Woo, 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 woo. And I get excited. Banter said this coin is going to be the biggest thing this year, lol. I mean, look, right. It is silly season. We've got to remember we're still early, okay? So, the fact that the stupid, like, big shiller accounts are saying stuff is going to go up doesn't mean it's a bad thing right now, okay? Because overall, right, the market overall is still very, very, very low in comparison to where it could and probably should be by the time like the real retail come in. So what you've got to be concerned about is when like everything's high, everything's already been going a lot, and then they're like, oh, this is the new coin, this is the new thing, this is what's going to be like the big thing for the next phase of the bull market. Right now there's no new money around. And I keep repeating this, the purpose of everything that is going on right now is to bring in new liquidity into the space. Okay? We don't have that yet. We do not have that yet. We do not have people, your family, your friends, they're not there talking about Bitcoin right now, but at some point they will be. And that's when you got to be careful. So things that are being released now, I'm okay with, because we're the ones that have done the hard work through the whole bear market, and therefore we should be rewarded with easy season, because this is the multiplier. And this does happen. This happened before the last bull run. Okay, so we can go back onto the chart and we can have a look at what happened in the last bull run. We had the DeFi summer. Okay, this was easy season. We had the DeFi summer, Uniswap, SushiSwap, all the DeFi stuff just going crazy, 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 crazy. Easy season. Then when everyone started to get involved in it, when the new money was there, you dump, that wipes everybody out, and then the real thing kicks off. And that's where you're really, really generating like the big gains. That's the multiplier. But I think we're in easy season, which is like the DeFi summer that we had before the last cycle. This is kind of where I feel we're at right now. And yes, at some point, this might continue, and then we go boom, and then we wipe them out, and then we go for the big one after that. So anything that's around here, I think we deserve it. All right, we've been grinding through the bear market. This is the multiplier. This is the thing that can really make you, yeah. This is where you get, I don't know. You kind of understand what I mean, right? There's not enough dumb money in the market. There's plenty of dumb money in the market, but there's not enough new dumb money in the market to really avoid hype right now. I think avoiding hype comes later. Selling hype comes later. See, I'm not buying this. I'm not buying it yet. I want to. What else is new? Oh, I'm excited. This is a new thing. This is awesome. And it's pretty big. It is a pretty big deal, it looks like. It's a very clean website. I like it. But I need more history. Let's give it a few days. Right. I'm probably going to wrap it up here. I know I haven't really been talking much. This is an evening. This is a chill stream. So I'll be back again tomorrow. So I will be here again tomorrow, where we'll take a bit more of a look at the charts more seriously. These Monday nights are just to hang out, have a look at stuff, have a bit of fun. And then we get a little bit more serious as the week continues. So on that note, we'll get into the proper tradey stuff tomorrow. But everybody have a great day. Enjoy enjoy the fruits of your labor for the hard work that has been done today. The amazing return that we've seen on the ES from today's session. The amazing move that we've so far seen within crypto. And yeah, we'll see. We will see where we end up tomorrow. Are we going to dump, or are we going to continue to see this upwards price action? I do not know, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Thank you guys. Have a great evening. I will see you soon. Cheers.